Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the third program of the third season of IT Mastermind 2013. Organized by the Computer Society of Sri Lanka and ESOFT as their strategic partners, we have started something beautiful and educational with over 2,000 students from all over Sri Lanka Paradise who tried out for this national level quiz competition. They first had a preliminary online competition. After that was the written examinations. And now we have boiled it down to 108 students who are taking part to become the next IT Mastermind 2013. Let's say hello to our vibrant quizmaster, Mr. Faisal Bongzo. Let's meet our first three contenders. We have from St. Mary's College, Trincomalee, contestant number 1, Mathumida Kugathasan. And from Bandaranayake College, Gampaha, we have contestant number 2, Sajit Herath. And contestant number 3, from St. Lawrence's Convent, Colombo, we have Manali Pereira. Let's meet the next three contenders. Contestant number 4, from Kaduraisen Central College, Nawalipidia, we have Ladushanan Vishwalingam. And contestant number 5, from Joseph Vaz College, Vennapur, we have Pubadu Jayakodi. And last but not least, from Nalanda College, Colombo, contestant number 6, we have Tamalsha Vijay Ratna. Time to meet our two judges. We have from ESOFT Metro Campus Negombo, Mr. Sachitra Deepanatha. And from CSSL, our student counselor, Dr. Shanta Fernando. At this moment, we'll take it back to our quizmaster who will lead us for the round 1 of Program 3 of Season 3, Mr. Faisal Bonzo.
Thank you very much, Anjani. A very good evening indeed and a warm welcome to the third preliminary round program where today 6 contestants will vie from all over Sri Lanka for this prestigious crown. And they will, of course, face 4 rounds of competition where the winner and runner-up will proceed on to the secondary rounds. Each round will be judged and, of course, points will be allocated. And as always, the decision of the judges will be final. Well, before we move on to round 1, let me remind all of you that round 1, we will be posing a multiple choice question to each individual student where they will earn 10 points for a correct answer. Meanwhile, the other students, you too can register your answers via the terminals and earn 3 points for each correct answer. But mind you, you lose 2 points for each incorrect answer. So good luck to the 6 of you as we move on to the questions on round 1. And this is your question, contestant number 1. What does GPS stand for? Is it Global Position Service, Global Positioning System, General Position Service, or Global Packet System?
Answer B.
Yes, the answer is correct. We're now moving on to your question, contestant number 2. What does HDTV stand for? Is it Huge Resolution TV? Is it Huge Difference TV? Is it High Details TV? Or is it High Definition TV?
Answer D.
Answer?
D.
Yes, the answer is correct. Here's your question, contestant number 3. In corporate accounting information systems, what does the acronym EPOS stand for? Is it Electronic Point of Sale? Is it Expected Placement of Staff? Is it Electronic Purchase Order System? Or is it Expected Place of Service?
Answer C.
No, the answer is incorrect. The answer is A, Electronic Point of Sale. Here's your question, contestant number 4. What is the technology used in third generation computers? Is it vacuum tubes? Is it valves? Is it integrated circuits? Or is it transistors?
C.
Yes, the answer is correct. Here's your question, contestant number 5. GPRS stands for General Packet Radio Station, Global Ping Radio Service, General Packet Radio Service, or is it Degenerated Process for Radio Systems?
The answer is C.
Yes, the answer is correct. General Packet Radio Service. And here's your question, contestant number 6. Who is considered to be the founder of the World Wide Web? Is it Bill Gates? Is it Tim Berners-Lee? Is it Steve Jobs? Or is it Paul Newman?
Answer B.
Answer?
B.
Yes, the answer is correct. Team Berners-Lee. And there we end all the questions for round one. Let's find out who's taken the lead after the first round.
We now have the results from round one. We're starting our program off a little interesting today because we do have a tie between the second place contenders. We have two people who are at both 16 points. We have, starting off with contender number 4 from Kathirasan Central College, Nawalapitiya, we have Ladushanan Vishwalingam. Also at 16 points, from St. Mary's College, Trincomalee, we have contender number 1, Mathumida Kugatasan. And with 17 points in the lead, leading by 1 point, it's a very close call here. From Joseph Voss College, Vennapur, we have contender number 5, Pubadu Jayakodi. Okay, let's see how round 2 is going to go. This will be an interesting one. So our quizmaster will take us into round 2 now.
Thank you, Anjani. Well, from the results so far, it looks like there's going to be stiff competition as we move on to round 2. Here we'll be posing a question based on an image to each individual student where you can earn 10 points for a correct answer. Well, the others, remember, you can use the buzzer if you know the answer. And of course, if the particular student does not give the correct answer, the fastest one out of you will have the chance to answer. Here you can earn 5 points for a correct answer, but be mindful as you may lose 2 points for an incorrect answer. So on with the questions for round 2. And this is your question. Contestant number 1. Identify this storage technology.
Floppy.
No? Floppy. Well, contestant number 3 would like to try that question.
Magnetic disk.
No, the answer is incorrect. We're moving on to your question now. Contestant number 2. What is the name of this early computer?
Analytical mesh. Differential engine. Differential engine. Analytical engine.
Yes, the answer is correct. Analytical engine. Here's your question now, contestant number 3. These were the primary components in which generation of computers?
Second generation.
Well, number 1 has...
Third generation.
Okay, she has time, so we can give her that as the correct answer. Third generation is correct. We're moving on to your question now, contestant number 4. What software product is represented by this logo?
Microsoft Office.
Yes, the answer is correct. This is your question, contestant number 5. The architecture of this CPU can be described as how many bits? Well, none of you seem to know the answer. It's 64 bits. And here's your question, contestant number 6. What is the name of this technology used for verifying users? Well, number 2 would like to try that question.
Captcha puzzles.
Yes, the answer is correct. And on that, we end questions for round 2. Let's find out whether there have been any changes in positions after round 2.
Here's the viewer's quiz for today's program. And the results from round 2 are here. We have, with 17 points at the third spot from Joseph Voss College, Vennapur, we have contestant number 5, Pubadu Jayakodi. And in second place with 26 points From Kathirasan Central College, Nawalapitiya, contestant number 4, Ladushanan Vishwalingam. And taking on the lead so far with 28 points, we have from Bandaranayaka College, Gampaha, we have contestant number 2, Sajid Herath. Let's see what happens in round 3. Quizmaster, take it away.
Thank you very much. Well, we've got 2 more rounds to go as we move on to round 3. Now here we will be posing a verbal question to each individual student, and here you can earn 10 points for a correct answer, and the others, here too you can use the buzzer as was done in round 2. Here too you can earn 5 points for a correct answer, but be mindful you may lose 2 points for an incorrect answer. Without further ado, let's move on to the questions for round 3. This is your question, contestant number 1. What is the text-based program design tool which looks similar to a programming language?
WordPad.
No. Well, none of you seem to know the answer. It's pseudocode. Here's your question now, contestant number 2. The translator program that converts source code in high-level language into machine code line by line is called what?
Interpreter.
Yes, the answer is correct. This is your question, contestant number 3. The Java programming language was the property of which company until the recent changeover?
Microsoft.
No. Well, contestant number 4 would like to try this one.
Oracle.
No, the answer is Sun Microsystems. We're moving on to your question now, contestant number 4. What company developed Bing?
Microsoft.
Yes, the answer is correct. We're moving on to your question now, contestant number 5. What is the best communication protocol for secured transactions in web application?
The answer is
Say it again.
HTTPS.
Yes, the answer is correct. And this is your question, contestant number 6. What is the popular tool used for developing reports in .NET applications? Well, although contestant number 6 didn't attempt that question, number 4 would like to answer that.
Crystal reports.
Yes, the answer is correct. And there we end all the questions from round 3. Looks like there could be changes. Let's find out in a short while.
Now let's have a look at the results from round 3. Thank you, judges. Okay, bit of a tough competition here. In third place, we have with 27 points from Joseph Vas College, Vennapur, we have Pupadu Jayakuri, contestant number 5. And first and second place, it's a pretty close call. And for second place, we have with 38 points from Bandaranayaka College, Gampaha, we have contestant number 2, Sajid Herath. And with 1 point ahead of him, with 39 points, we have contestant number 4 from Kathirasan Central College, Nawalapitiya, Ladushanan Vishwalingam. Okay, it's getting a bit heaty and more exciting, so let's see what happens with round number 4. And Mr. Bonza will take it from here.
Thank you, Anjani. Well, certainly positions have been changing after round 3, and round 4, as always, has been a decisive round. This is the final round. Let's find out how round 4 is going to be. Well, we'll be using the same style as was done in round 3, but the questions will be a little tougher as this is the final round. And well, you can use your buzzers like was done in round 3, and the points allocation will be the same as in round 3. So here we go then with your rounds of questions for this final round. Question 1 is out of the contestant number 1. This is your question. This is how it goes. Hiding sensitive information in plain sight is done using what technique? Well, none of you seem to know the answer. It's steganography. Here's your question now, contestant number 2. What does the term PDF stand for? Well, contestant number 2 does not want to attempt that question, but number 4 has indicated.
Portable document format.
Yes, the answer is correct. Here's your question, contestant number 3. In web programming, what does CGI stand for?
Computer graphic interchange.
No. Well, none of you seem to want to answer that question. The answer is Common Gateway Interface. Here's your question, contestant number 4. NTSC, PAL and CCAM are famous TV standards. What is the latest digital standard known as? Well, number 4 does not want to attempt that question, but we've got number 2 who would like to answer that question.
HDTV.
Yes, the answer is correct. High definition television, HDTV. Here's your question now, contestant number 5. What operating system will be used with the new Microsoft Surface computers? Well, number 5 doesn't want to attempt that question, but we've got once again number 2 who would like to try that question.
Windows 8.
Yes, the answer is correct, Windows 8. And this is your final question, contestant number 6. What is the speed of a gigabit Ethernet?
16 gigabits.
No. Well, number 6 gave us the incorrect answer, but number 4 would like to answer that question.
1 Gbps.
Yes, the answer is correct. And there we end all the questions for this particular program. That's the preliminary program number 3. Well, we'll be able to tell you exactly who has come in first and who has come in second and who qualifies for the secondary round in a short while. Let's find out.
Looks like the results of the final round of today's program is ready. Thank you, judges. Okay. And before we call upon the finalists for today's program, I would like to invite 2 gentlemen to the stage. From CSSL, I would like to invite Mr. Yasa Karuna Rathna, as well as Mr. Upali Ranjit from ITN, our media partners. And at the end of our 4 rounds for today, we have come to a conclusion. The 3rd place winner for today with 27 points from Joseph Vaz College, Vennapur is Pubudu Jayakori. Come. Congratulations. And first and second place was a very close call with 48 points from Bandaranayaka College, Gampaha. We have contender number 2, Sajith Herath. One more. Congratulations. And with just 1 point ahead of him, with 49 points, from Kathiresan Central College, Navalapitiya, we have Ladushanan Vishwalingam, contender number 4. Okay, we'd like to congratulate our first 2 First and second place winners for today, Ladushanan and Sajid, they both have the opportunity to go to the second round and become the next IT Mastermind of 2013. So a round of applause for them both. That concludes the end of our program for today, the third program of Season 3. So please make sure you tune in next week as well, same time, same place on ITN for another educational adventure. Thank you.